Hey everybody, welcome back to WEGS Garage and part 2 of our door window rebuild series for our 1964 Triumph TR4. Today we're going to find out if we can rebuild worn out window channels with Velcro. Stay tuned! Alright, so here's what we got. We got some industrial strength, 1-inch wide Velcro. And the idea is we're just going to be using the fuzzy side of the Velcro, which is kind of about the same thickness as this window channel. This one isn't too bad, but the felt kind of gets worn out in there. You can see it's kind of fraying on the ends here. And then what happens is once it gets worn out, it'll rattle, the window will rattle inside there. So it's definitely worth the time to restore this. Now you can buy new channels already put together. They're pretty expensive. You can buy the just the channel and put your brackets on that channel. We didn't really want to do that because you got to get everything lined up just right. And I think this Velcro is going to work just as well. So step one here is we're gonna strip all this old stuff off of here and get it cleaned up as well as possible, and we'll go from there. Got everything real nicely cleaned up. Mineral Spirits does a great job taking all the residue out of there, so everything's nice and clean now. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of our industrial strength 1-inch wide Velcro here to kind of just a rough length. We'll trim it off at the end. And this is, again, the soft side, which is, I believe, the loop side of the hook and loop Velcro. So you're going to want to take this and get it in here. The problem is, once you peel this sticky backing off, this stuff is like, it sticks to literally anything. So to kind of counteract that, what we're going to do is you take a piece of your loop and cut it about the same length, peel the backer off, and fold it over in half, like so. And then, this will be challenging to show, just stick it onto the hook side and fold this over on itself. So what we've done is just made kind of like a little sandwich here with the loop side of the Velcro by putting this hook down in the center there. You can definitely see that there. And what that'll allow us to do is insert it into the channel without having it stick to everything. It's still not super easy to do. I mean, it does still stick to everything, but you just got to get it down in there and then get it stuck to the sides and the bottom and get it somewhat centered.
Here we go.
Alright, so you can see we got this Velcro in there. It is fairly tricky to get it in there without sticking too much on the sides, but if you just are patient, kind of work it in there, it works good. We have, I think we've featured this special tool on WEGS Garage before. This is a Harbor Freight screwdriver, which has been ground so it's just kind of round on the end, and then bent at about a, well, what would you say that is, Dad? Maybe 60 degrees?
Sure, we can go with that.
Crucial angle there. And you could kind of work that along the side to separate the hook and loop and push it into the channel. And then once you get both sides down, you can pull that hook strip out of there and then push everything back down in to get it all nice and stuck. So here's kind of the finished product. You see you got the Velcro in the channel. What we do on the ends here is just kind of cut the Velcro around and put it back around the side. So you really have kind of like a continuous Velcro on the end there. So it's nice and smooth when the window comes in and out. So just kind of show you to wrap it up here. Here it is on the window. Really feels like it's got a good amount of kind of friction, I guess, just so to speak. Like it doesn't fit too loose, doesn't fit too tight. It just, yeah, it's really nice. So really happy with how that turned out. We just got, 3 more of these things to do and we'll be ready to put them in the car. Alright, so super happy with how this stuff turned out. It fits really nice on the windows outside the car. Obviously, we're not going to know how it fits on the car for a couple more weeks till we get it in the actual car, but I think it seems like it's probably going to work pretty well. It fits really nicely around the windows. It also has just a good texture and material that I think it's going to hold up over time. So we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, we're not going to know how it works for a couple more weeks on the windows. We're not going to know how it holds up for a few years down the road, but I think this is going to work pretty well. But let's talk about economy for a second, because I think that's where you really got to get into it. Obviously, time is money. So it took us probably about 2 hours to make this modification, to clean the stuff up, to get her all cleaned up, to get the new Velcro material inside there. Versus you can buy this whole new assembly with new felt and everything. They're $80 each. And there are 4 of them on here.
Not gonna happen.
So at 4 of them at $80 a piece, it's $320 that you could easily put into something else on this car. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you've done this to your car, or if you think this is a good idea or a terrible idea. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, that's all we got for you this time. We'll see you next time. Later.
This portion of WEGS Garage sponsored by 3 Trees Ale.